No matter what field you're in, you can build a staff training program following these 5 steps. I'm Chris Cooper, this is Business is Good, and today I'm going to simplify the staff training process for you. If you'd like to talk about this or any episode, go to businessisgood.com and click Join the Big Movement at the bottom. If you're a business coach, you can help your clients do the same as I'm about to teach you. Just take this model and apply your own branding. First, a question. Why do we have to train staff at all? Doesn't our education system prepare people to work? Well, in Western culture, our education system is an industrialized Greek model. We follow the original Greek teaching model. A student sits at the feet of their teacher, they listen to a speech on a topic, and they ask questions to better understand. This was used by Socrates to teach Plato, and then by Plato to teach Aristotle, etc. The needs of industrialization sped up the process by incorporating large classrooms, specific subjects, and more emphasis on following specific instructions, being on time, sitting still, etc. But another model, the Hebrew model, is better for training staff on the job. The Hebrew model follows 4 phases. First, I do and you watch. Second, we do it together. Third, you do it and I watch. And then fourth, you do it. The Greek model is designed to teach what the teacher knows. The Hebrew model is designed to teach who the teacher is. It's powerful for on-the-job training because it's simple, but it's incomplete because it requires an evaluation process, the 5th step. For staff to become masters at their craft, they must do more than know how to do it. They must adopt a process of constant improvement. That process should be driven by feedback. In early Hebrew times, tradespeople received fast and direct feedback from their customers, like, this food is no good, or your sheep are too small. Apprentices learned first from a master and then from their customers or their patrons. There were no managers or net promoter score processes or star ratings. You improved or you starved. This is the root of a free market economy. But in a more complex world, feedback is slower and less direct. Having hundreds of clients makes it really hard to find the most important feedback. And multiple levels of leadership means that every piece of feedback passes through filters. And removal of the severe incentives, like eat or don't eat, means that feedback isn't always applied with urgency. That means we have to add a feedback process to create continual improvement. So the model for staff development is this. Number 1, I do, you watch. Number 2, we do together. Number 3, you do and I watch. Number 4, you do. And number 5, I correct and you do better. This is a cycle of mentorship that can be applied in any service business. For example, in a gym, a good staff training program looks like this. I coach and tell you why I'm coaching this way. Then we coach together and I give you specific assignments to help me. Then you coach and I give you feedback to improve until you're ready to go alone. And then you coach alone for a while and you reflect on what you're learning. And after 3 months, you do a self-evaluation and I do a managerial evaluation. And then you coach alone and we repeat between practice and evaluation forever. In an accounting practice, it could look like this. I walk you through a series of P&Ls and tax returns and I tell you what I'm doing while I do it. Then I assign specific parts to you and I check your work. And then you do a series of P&Ls and tax returns and I audit them. And then you go off on your own for 3 months and you take notes where you have questions. And then we do an audit of your work and make notes for improvement. Mentorship is different from teaching, at least in the Western sense. As mentors and coaches, we must be less invested in what our clients are learning and more invested in who they're becoming. Use this model to train your own staff and develop skills instead of just strategies and tactics. You can also teach this to your clients if you're a business coach. Add some templates, your own branding, and you can have your own internal staff training program following these 5 steps. Hope it helps. I'm Chris Cooper. This is Business is Good. I'd love to chat through this with you. Tell me how you're doing it. Just go to businessisgood.com, scroll to the bottom and hit Join the Big Community.